evening and welcome to Information Please, your Peoria Public Library on the air, bringing you information about your library and your community. This evening my guest is Carla Wilkinson, who's from our programming department at the library, and we're going to tell you about all the great things coming up at the library. Hi Carla.
Hello.
We stay very busy finding things that we just have to share with people.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And of course, this is right in the middle of sign up for summer reading. What can you tell us about summer reading?
It is. Sign up started May 1st and will go through the entire month of May. Summer reading begins June 7th and we end July 25th. So we have the normal 7 weeks of reading. We ask that you read 3 hours a week and you go into the library and fill out your chart and come in every week and sign up, just like we've been doing.
And for the people who didn't care for the way we did it on the computer, we've done away with that. Mm-hmm. For a couple of years we tried that because we thought, oh, people want to sign in. Turned out they didn't, because the little kids like to come and really make the pledge and sign their name on that contract, because it is a big accomplishment when you're 6 years old to read for 3 hours a week.
It is, yes, and we had some of our largest numbers in years last year, so the paper contracts apparently were a big hit, and we're glad for that and excited about what this year is going to bring. Our theme this year is Read to the Rhythm, so we're doing all sorts of musical things all summer long.
That ought to appeal to a lot of people.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun. Do you have to be signed up before this starts on June 7th?
You don't. No, you can sign up at any point during the summer. Now you do want to sign up towards the beginning of the summer. You don't want to sign up in the last week, because you're not really going to be able to reap the benefits of the program. We have prizes at different weeks, so when you reach different levels, you're going to receive different prizes. I don't know that we're ready to announce what those prizes are going to be quite yet, but
the one big one is the best party of the summer.
Yes.
The summer reading party pass, which you have to read 6 of the 7 weeks.
You do. So if you don't get signed up during that first or second week, you're going to miss your opportunity to come to the party, which is going to be at the museum again. And we had a great turnout last year, and I think everybody had a lot of fun. So you get the museum to yourself, you get to explore the galleries, the giant screen theater, the planetarium. It's a lot of fun for everyone.
And they do enough shows that you can go to a planetarium show, you can go to the big screen theater. They kind of shorten them up so you can fit them into the evenings, but you can do everything.
Yes.
And then we throw in our own surprises to make it really like a party.
We do. We have some fun things planned. You'll see some things in the hallways maybe that you wouldn't normally see at the museum.
Yeah. And of course we give away a lot of door prizes. Well, it's not, you have to have your party pass entered and drawing, and I know last year our giving away of prizes got kind of monotonous, and we'll have a new plan.
Yes.
We won't make people stand there while we read name after name after name, because last year many people objected to that.
Yes, so we're going to try to condense that a little bit, but we're still going to bring great prizes. So we don't want you to think that you're not going to get anything.
You'll get great prizes, but we won't bore you while we're handing them out.
That's right.
That's great. Okay, so that's summer reading, and we just about a month ago introduced what I think is one of the most exciting new services we've had in a while, and that's Freegal 4.0. What is that? Tell me.
Freegal is a streaming music and video service, and it's something that we subscribe to as a library. You use your library card to sign in, similar to how you get ebooks and audiobooks through Overdrive.
Or the databases or anything else.
Anything else, you use your library card and your PIN number, just like you use for everything else. You get 3 free hours of streaming music every day, which I've tested it out, and I've not met the limit yet. So it goes by actual music playing time, and not just when you're sitting there with your music on pause. You're not still counting down.
Or you still are figuring out which thing to listen to next.
Yeah. So you get those 3 free streaming hours a day. You get 3 free downloads a week.
And those are ones you can keep forever.
Forever,
They belong to you. So you can find one of the latest, newest hits and download it for free and keep it.
What I like to do is, maybe there's a song I like, but I don't want the whole album. So I can just go in there and find that one song, and then I just have that one song, and I don't have the rest of the album, and I don't have to pay for it.
It's free.
This is
Well, and you
free.
can build an album if you do want the whole album. I don't know how many songs might be on an album, 8 or 9, but that could take you 2 to 3 weeks. But you can get music videos that you can download and keep too.
Yes,
but
you can.
those cost more.
Yes. They're 2 credits. So
2 credits,
you're
but
gonna-
you're not paying for them. It's
Right,
just-
right. That's
you get
just how many we're
3
allowed.
3 downloads a week. So if you download a music video, that counts for 2, and then 1 song.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this through my phone. There's
apps.
There are apps for iOS and Android, so I've been using my phone and it's working great. And there's a separate app. There's a Freegal Music app and then a Freegal Movies app. And the movies, you get 2 streaming movies a week, I believe,
Yeah.
and you get them for 48 hours from when you download them. So
Yeah.
you have 48 hours to watch that on your phone.
Yeah, so you could look for something and be ready to go if you're going to put it on your device, or you have some other way to. Some people that know what they're doing can stream the internet to their TV, so you could do that
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
if you know how to do that.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. But they have over 5,000 movies, and they're good movies. And I know with the music, there's over 8,000 songs. No, 8 million.
8 million,
I
yeah.
would say 8,000 isn't very much. 8 million songs.
Yes.
And they're everything from the latest hits and hip hop and pop and country to
I was-
25 greatest jazz albums of all time, and world music and classical music. I was laughing when I'm looking at, here's all these familiar faces that are the top artists, and then there's, Mozart. Mixed right in.
I was listening to Broadway albums last week, so I
Oh.
thought I'd see what there is on there, and there are some interesting ones that I didn't want to buy myself, but I was curious to listen to.
Oh, that's great. So this is for all ages. There's children's music on there too.
Yes.
I had noticed already that when I looked at who's downloading what, which we don't know who is downloading what, but just seeing, what music is being used, that there's a lot of children's music being listened to. So that's great because, I always said, there you are in the grocery store and the kid's hungry and you're trying to keep them calm till you can just get home. And so that's one more thing you can do with your phone to keep your little ones happy is listen to music.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's very, very exciting. And people can get started just by going to our website, peoriapubliclibrary.org, and you're going to see a big button in the middle of our webpage that says free music and movies, but it's also up on the top in the blue bar, you'll see Freegal. So easy to find. There's an FAQ on there. There's helps for downloading apps if that's not something you do easily.
And if you don't have a smartphone, you can listen or watch through your computer. You
Yeah,
don't
on your
have to have the
computer,
app.
you don't have to have the smartphone. And you can, the songs you've downloaded, you can burn to a CD. So that's kind of cool because you can actually make playlists. You can make a wish list. You see songs you want to download in future weeks after you've used up your download. You make a wish list, burn a CD, just like you do with your own music. So pretty cool.
Yes.
I think there's a way to incorporate them into iTunes as well because many, many people use iTunes.
Yes.
And you'll find the directions for that.
Yes.
So Freegal, great new thing.
Yeah, very exciting.
Another new thing, which of course libraries are about books. We've got lots of other kinds of information and ways of delivering it, but finding books is key. And we've got, our new Reader's Advisory Service?
We do, yes. It's on our website under Using the Library, and then find a book.
I think it says what to read
What
next.
to read next, yes.
Yeah.
So we have...
And that's in the center. In addition to
Yes.
under the databases, right now while it's new, it's in the middle of the web page too.
Yes, and it's a generated service that gives you new fiction, new nonfiction. It breaks it down into genres like historical fiction or sci-fi fantasy or whatever you feel like reading, and it will show you the newest books and also links to the card catalog so that you can see if it's available to check out.
That's very cool because those lists change monthly. You click on it and you'll get a new list and see what the hot ones are, and then you can click on our catalog and put it on hold or reserve it or just come down to the library and get it.
Yes.
But great way to find out what's new, what's hot, and you just, I don't know what I want to read. And often you're not going to find everything because the library is a popular place. You won't find everything on the shelf, but this is a great way to get some ideas of what's new out there. You can get BookPage, our paper version of almost the same thing if people have picked those up at Maine or Lakeview or North. It's a big kind of tabloid thing that has all the fiction, or fiction, nonfiction, movies, audiobooks that are coming out. And so you can do that with this service as well. And subscribe if you want it delivered to your email. You can do that too. Yeah, so, and then the other thing we did for National Library Week, and it's been a huge hit for the last month, is we got over 100 TV series on DVDs.
We did. We've kind of been holding off for a while on buying TV series, and we went ahead and we got a whole bunch of these TV series.
More than 100.
Yes, and that's something that's really great. Like if you want to watch an old show, I think I Love Lucy is in there. There are some British shows that maybe you don't.
Fawlty Towers.
Yes, Fawlty Towers. Maybe you don't have access to those otherwise, and so we have full seasons, full series of these shows.
But it's not just the old ones.
No, we have some new ones too. I think
most
Castle,
of them are new ones.
Breaking Bad, lots of popular ones.
Game of Thrones.
The Walking Dead, The Wire. Yep.
Yeah, all the ones that everybody's talking around about around the water cooler. Not that we have those anymore.
Right.
In the break room, in the elevator, whatever. All those TV shows, you can watch them now. And I know many people stream these over paid services, but that's just a little bit more money you can save if you come and get the DVD, or if you don't have the ability to stream, you don't have that kind of internet, you don't live where you can get it, you don't want to pay for it. This is a great way to see those without having to mess with that. You can just watch them on your TV, no computer needed.
Yes.
Which is a great thing. All right, well, those are all our new services that our people are going to like. But as always, we put on great programs, things people really enjoy doing. And so we're going to talk some about what's coming up in the latter half of May and on into the summer, some things that are coming up. So why don't you tell me, for our little ones at Lincoln Branch, our famous puppet shows. This must be the only puppet show in Peoria.
Maybe, I don't know. Mary, the children's librarian at Lincoln, has been doing these for a long time, and she writes a lot of these herself, and I think gets some help so that she doesn't have to play all the characters. But she's doing Lion and Mouse. I believe this is the classic story of the Lion and the Mouse. And so that's 2 opportunities in May, the 14th and the 19th at 10 a.m. to take your preschooler. These are great, fun programs. Mary has a special gift with preschoolers, and they love listening to her.
Yeah, and of course it's free and it's short, that they're not going to lose their interest. And
yes.
So, yeah. And then what have we got going on at North Branch?
On May 14th, we have Thursday night at the movies. We're showing the new version of Annie. This is
fun.
Quvenzhané Wallis and Jamie Foxx, the newest version. I saw it in the theater. It's a lot of fun. It's a cute story. It's classic Annie, but there are some modern twists to it, so it's pretty enjoyable.
And this will be in the Mackenzie room, right?
I think it might be in the Beehive.
Okay, but it'll still be on a bigger screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fun and free.
Free, absolutely.
Great free thing to do with the kids. Save your money for shoes.
Yes.
Okay, and what else?
May 16th, we're having Minecraft again. We have this every month at the main library and at Lincoln, but I think Lincoln's has already happened this month. It's a little earlier. So Minecraft from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 3 hours to bring your child to the library and let them play Minecraft with their friends. And we do this on our servers, so they're not playing with people we don't know out in the internet somewhere.
They're playing with the other kids in the room.
Yes, only those people in the room. They have a lot of fun. They build things, they fight each other, they get very competitive, but they have a lot of fun. And this game, there are studies that show that this is really a learning game also. It's not just a game for fun. They are actually learning something as they're playing. So we're happy to be able to provide that. And again, free.
It's free, and it's for kids who don't have Minecraft at home or don't know how to play it. They can learn.
Yes.
But it's for ages 8 to 14, and it's a sellout every month.
It is.
You can call and reserve a place, or you can just walk in.
We recommend that you reserve a spot, but we have been having a lot of walk-ins, and we usually have room.
Yeah, usually. And so it's just a lot of fun. But then, we had so many craft programs and things, and we had adults wanting to do that kind of thing. So our very creative librarians over at Lakeview invented the Baby Boomer Club.
Yes, this is for anyone who considers themselves a baby boomer. We're not going to put an age limit on this. We don't want to get in trouble with anyone. But if you consider yourself a baby boomer, you might enjoy this. May 16th, Saturday from 10:30 to noon. This month they're doing Spring into Organizing. They have a woman from Greenlight Organizing who's going to come and talk to you about how to organize things in your home. So they have a different program every month.
Yeah, sometimes they have crafts, sometimes they
Genealogy
program. They've done all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to keep an eye on the list of topics.
Yes.
Because you may, get your little group of friends that, wants to go every month, as a kind of a club activity, or you may just want to go for that individual one. Okay. Well, and what about this classic Disney sing-along?
Sunday, May 17th. We tried this at Lakeview already early this year in February. It was a big hit. They did a Frozen sing-along, which, of course, Frozen is a crowd pleaser wherever it is. But
Yes.
they're going very classic Disney, and they're going to do Cinderella. So you can bring your kids. Maybe you want to sing along. Costumes are encouraged but not required, and they're going to let us do what we all want to do, and that is belt out the songs along with the movie.
And this is the old original Cinderella, right?
It
Not
is.
the new one.
Correct.
Well, I've seen the new one and I loved it, but I love the old classic one too.
Yes.
There's not much music in the new one.
No,
Not so
no.
much.
The classic one is one of my favorite Disney
Yeah,
movies.
yeah. It's the one Disney movie I own. But yeah, that will be absolutely fabulous. And they had so much fun when they did this. So
Yes,
much fun.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, and so what else?
On the 18th at Lakeview, so the next Monday, it's Longfellow's Whale's Tales, and it's maybe not what it sounds like. It's swimming safety, water safety. So summer is coming up, pools are going to be opening, and this is a program from the Red Cross about water safety for your children.
Oh,
So
perfect.
when they're heading to that pool, maybe they go with camp, maybe you take them, how to be safe at the pool.
Yeah, and it seems like so often when things go wrong, it's when, it's the neighborhood, a neighbor's pool or somebody not being watched. And so if you can get your kids a little bit aware of things and they are by a pool and you're not aware of it, at least they have a little bit of information to work on.
Yes.
And then we've got our Adventures, the Intercontinental Readers, which is such an exciting thing.
Yes, this is our book club with our sister city in Clonmel, Ireland. We have a Skype discussion with the library there in Clonmel, and that is on Tuesday, May 19th at 1 o'clock. We have to do this in the afternoon because 1 o'clock is 7 o'clock in the evening in Ireland.
And they go to a pub, don't they?
No, they're in the
Oh,
library.
they get to go to the library. I remember one time they were in the
I think they go
pub.
to the pub afterward.
Oh, all right.
I think they often refer
I
to
knew
the
there
pub.
was a pub involved.
Yes. So we meet only every 3 months.
Yeah, because it's
It's a lot of scheduling.
yeah.
Get that many people on both sides of the pond in the same place at the same time. And, but we just did this in March, and the connection was the best we've ever had.
Oh, technology's improving.
It was great. It was crystal clear. They could hear us. We could hear them. It was great. We had a good time.
Oh, good. Well, and that's fun. And they're reading Christine Falls by Benjamin Black. And they take turns picking the books.
Yes, I believe this one is an Irish author. So they try to alternate between Irish authors and American authors.
Cool. All right. And more movies, which sometimes you might say, why movies in libraries? But it's more information and it's a service we can offer
Yes.
that people often don't have the ability to see these kinds of movies at home.
Yeah.
So,
May 26th, this is the 1001 Movies to See Before You Die Club. This is a book.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's based on a book, isn't it?
It is. There's a series of books. I think there are songs to listen to before you die and foods to eat and all that kind of thing. So we're doing the 1001 Movies to See Before You Die, and they're all sorts of different movies. We've had a lot of classics, but May 26th, they're showing Bridesmaids from 2011,
Okay.
the Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph comedy.
Yeah. A good time for right before the summer wedding season.
Yes, yes.
Okay, well that'll be fun. And of course that's, you've got a chance to see it for free. And
Yes.
Great. Okay. But we don't neglect our middle school students either.
Correct. And this is a book club, Rebecca Caudle Book Club on May 27th. The Rebecca Caudle Young Readers Book Award is an award that's given by the Illinois School Library Media Association. And this is completely voted on by students. Grades 4 to 8. I believe there are 20 books that they announce at the beginning of the year, and lots of schools participate and encourage the students to read all the books. I think you have to read 5 or 6 to be able to vote on the award winner. And so they're going to have a club at Lakeview to encourage kids to read these books. They're discussing 3 Times Lucky by Sheila Turnage. So
Okay.
it's a good opportunity for kids to get into a book club. Maybe
Yeah.
if they're a young person who likes to read and they want to talk to somebody else about what they're reading, it's a great
Yeah.
opportunity.
There's always those bookworms out there.
Yes. Yeah.
But it also could be a chance, if you're looking for something to do too, it's a good chance for kids to learn how much fun it is to read and talk about
Yes.
the books. Yeah. Okay. But we've got teens
Yes.
going on here too.
Yes, at the end of May, May 29th, we're having a teen YA book swap. And this is for people who have an overabundance of YA books. I may be guilty of this. You buy a lot of them and you read them once and then you don't know what to do with them. So this is for teens to bring in your gently used young adult books and trade them with each other.
Well, that'd be
Find some new
fun.
ones to read.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
All right. And another ongoing program we've had that appeals to people who are interested in Peoria histories is Peoria Past.
Yes.
What's that one all about?
This is at Lakeview. It's on Saturday, May 30th. And this is a chance for people to get together and talk about Peoria's history. And it's led by one of the librarians there at Lakeview who's very interested in Peoria's history, grew up here, and has a lot of short stories to share. They're going to be talking about Glen Oak Park. So that's a guided discussion. We want to focus on one topic, but who knows, stories could venture off into other topics as well.
Well, and she encourages you, if you have memorabilia, photos, if you've got like the old antique postcards or something, or photographs of your family at Glen Oak Park, she encourages you to bring those and share them with the group. And you'd be surprised what you can see in an old photograph, an old postcard of what was going on yesteryear. And then, of course, our ever-popular Music in the Mackenzie.
In May, we are cranking things up a little bit in the Mackenzie room.
Be a little louder in the library that day.
Yes, it is. Rooster Alley is coming. They're a blues band, and I believe they use electric guitars, which is something that is pretty rare in the Mackenzie room where we usually have acoustic sets.
Yeah, we try and stick with acoustics, but
Yeah.
we thought that this would be a great band to bring.
In May, it's spring. Things are getting more fun.
Yeah.
So
Open the windows.
yeah, come on in and have a fun time with them.
Yeah, it'll be great. And as always, it's free and for all ages. And
Absolutely.
often have babies dancing in the aisle along with the older folks.
Yes. Yes.
Well, and one more movie program we have is aimed at classics.
Yes, the last day in May, a Sunday, we're having our Silver Screen Sunday movie, and this month we're showing Citizen Kane, the classic.
And while what's not on the giant screen, as silver screens are at the museum, ours is free. So ours is free, and we would love to have people come and enjoy these classic movies together. It's just a great way to spend an afternoon. Yeah.
Yes.
And so then you've got some things planned out into the summer too.
Yes, I have just some highlights of some things happening in June and one in July. Because it's Read to the Rhythm this summer, we've been trying to plan lots of music programs. So June 25th, Kidder Music is going to come and do an instrument demonstration at the North Branch.
Well, that'll be
And
fun.
this is similar. I asked them, I said, like when you're in 5th grade and Kidder Music comes and they bring a bunch of instruments and you try them out. So that's what we're going to
So
do.
you can decide if you want to join the band.
Yes. So Kidder's going to bring all sorts of instruments, and they'll talk about the instrument families, the brass and the woodwinds, and I think they might be bringing some string instruments as well. And they'll give people a chance to touch them and try them out and try to make noise, and that's always a lot of fun.
It is.
We're excited to have a partnership with them and be able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we're doing, because rhythm is not strictly music, it's also dance. We're doing dance movies every Friday at the North Branch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're going to start with Grease on June 12th. And we're doing The Red Shoes, which is from 1948, I believe. It's a ballet movie.
Yes.
Tap with Gregory Hines, tap dancing. And then on into July, we have some other
Do they get to
ballet.
get up and dance in the aisles if they want to?
Absolutely, if you want to.
Wear
Yes.
your tutu?
Yes,
All right.
if you want. Something that's not necessarily music related, but a new program. Monday, June 15th at the main library, we're having video games for seniors.
Oh, fun.
Yes, the library has 2 video game consoles, and there's an idea that video games are strictly for children, and that is not true necessarily. So we're going to let seniors come and try out video games. You don't have to know anything about them. We're going to teach you how to play, and we're going to let you watch people play or try it out yourself. Everyone can't play at once because
because
we are limited.
Limited on what you
but
have.
you can watch and see if it's something you'd like to do.
Oh, great. Okay.
We also have Lakeview Branch is doing line dancing, so
Yay!
a different take on rhythm. The cha-cha slide, the Cupid shuffle. This is recommended for ages 9 and up, but if you have a little one who really wants to try it, we're not going to turn anyone away.
Okay.
And then the final thing I have planned so far is Thursday, July 16th, we're having the Elson Peter Marionettes come.
Oh, fun.
Yes, this is a classic old-fashioned marionette show. The Elson
That'll be
Peter
big.
Productions has their roots in Germany, and
Yeah.
they hand make all their puppets. So there are going to be 2 opportunities at the Lincoln Branch and at the North Branch.
It's going to be a fun summer.
It is.
Thank you so much for joining me, Carla.
You're welcome.
You can keep track of all these great events on our website at peoriapubliclibrary.org. Download the Friegel music and give us a call if you missed something and want to find out about it. But we'll see you next week on Information Please.